let's talk about our advanced admin tools now and how you can use them to remove blockers and remove security risks on your Confluence site. The problem we solved with Admin Key was that many admins were spending too much time troubleshooting permissions issues and unlocking pages for their employees. With Admin Key, now our admins can easily gain temporary access to restricted pages, to assess permission problems, and unblock employees in a fraction of the time. Restricted pages appear over here in the page tree, so you can pinpoint issues in the hierarchy and easily grant access to entire groups of pages if need be. Admin Key is really great when someone leaves the company or when users accidentally lock down their content and they're not sure how to unlock it. So you can go in and make sure all of your employees have the right access that they need. Similarly, with Inspect Permissions, we wanted to solve a problem for admins who weren't sure why or why not a user had access to a page. And this is relevant for not only admins, but also anyone who's creating content. I'm sure many of you can relate to sending a link over to someone and then replying back saying, oh, I can't see this. And the page looks like it's open, so you're not really sure what's going on. That's why we have Inspect Permissions. With the new Inspect Permissions feature, you can go in and understand the active permissions for any user at a glance. So you simply type in the name of the user, what permission you want to inspect, and you get a summary of whether or not the user has permission on that page and exactly why or why not. You also can use Inspect Permissions hand in hand with Admin Key. So you can go and use Admin Key, inspect where the issue is, and unblock it. And admins also use this because end users can go in and figure out their own permissions issues without having to loop in admins or take that extra step to get help. So it saves everyone time. For copy space permissions, we wanted to solve the problem for admins where it can be tedious to manually duplicate permission schemes each time you want to create a new space. It's pretty self-explanatory, but now you can go in when you're setting up a new space or even on an existing space and make sure that you choose copy space permissions to duplicate the exact permissions you have in another space. So let's say you do multiple client projects in a quarter. You can easily set up really similar permissions for each project by going in, selecting copy permissions from another space, and choosing the space where you want to copy from. For bulk archive, we wanted to make it really easy for admins to keep their page tree neat and updated so that they don't have to go in one by one and archive pages one at a time. So similar to what you saw with copy space permissions, we're just trying to make it easier for admins to manage all of their content at scale and as their content and amount of content scales up. With the new bulk archive feature, admins can view the whole page tree in a focus mode and select multiple pages to archive at once. When the pages are archived, they retain their hierarchy, so everything stays organized even once you go into the archive, as you can see here. And bulk archiving is really great for reassuring people in your org that the content in Confluence is up to date and trustworthy. It keeps your page tree neat and tidy for clients, and it makes it easier for people to find what they need when there's less clutter to dig through. Furthermore, without all of that clutter in the page tree, you see faster page tree loading times, faster search times, and happier employees who can find the information that they need.